Alright, so if you watch this video to the end, you may be the next keyboardist in 2 weeks. Okay? How did I become my church keyboardist in 2 weeks? This is what I'll show you in this video, so please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. The first thing I'll talk to you about is the keyboard geography. Okay, the keyboard geography. What do you notice here? I see 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, and that's how I see it till the end of the keyboard, and it keeps repeating itself. There are keyboards that have more of this. Okay, you can have 2 3 2 3 15 times. You can have it 7 times. You can have it now the chord that octave. We'll not talk about it here. Okay, but just for you to note that on this keyboard we have 2 3 2 3 2 3 2 3 that repeats itself. All right. Now the next thing the next information that will be very important to you is what you learned in school. In case you learned it, I learned. And they called it do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Right, that's what I learned in school. Okay, that's the second information you will need because it will help you to play with this black keys and with this white keys over here. And that's what I learned in 2 weeks, and it made me the church keyboardist. Well, maybe not the church keyboardist, but I was able to play the keyboard in just 2 weeks. Okay, now. What did I do with that information? I always knew something, and well, I don't know how I knew it. It's a natural knowing, okay? And it can be natural to you too. But if it's not natural to you, there is no problem. You can still, you can still play. All right? Look at this. I always knew that this key right here, that precedes 2 black keys, is a special key. Okay? Note that for me. All right, this particular key here is a special key, this key. All right, now that key is called C. As you can see, it's showing there, it's called C. All right, so I've put that stuff so you can see it up there. This is the C, and we call it C4 because this is C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. So all the keys that are beside 2 black keys are called C, right? The ones that are before the 2 black keys. This one, all right? And I always knew that key is a special key. I just knew that there was something special about it. Why? Because if I start from that key, I will easily do. I realized that if I start from another key, it may not give me the same result. So for example, if I start from this key, so this one comes and spoils the whole show. So I just knew that if I start from this key, it will be the best. If you try it for any other key and you just try to go with the white keys like this, it's not going to work. All right. And well, I will show you the technicality of these things in next videos to come. All right. What I want to show you in this video is how I played keyboard in 2 weeks. All right. So I knew that there was something special about this key. I also knew there is something special about this key. And I also knew there is something special about this key. Now, what are these 3 keys? The first key is the key that comes before the first 2 black keys. All right, before the 2 black keys. This is the key. And the next key is the key that comes before the 3 black keys, which is this key. And the next key is the key that comes after this key, which is this one. So it is C, F, and G. All right. You may want to cram the whole stuff, but I'll do that in another video. How to name these notes and how to play the way I'm playing it with my fingers like this. Right? We'll do that in another video. What I want to show you, like I told you, is how I played in 2 weeks. All right. So I knew that there was something special about this key, and this key. Now, what did they tell my elder brother? They said, you are going to play this way. The first thing you will do is you will place your thumb on this key. And you will skip one note and add to that one. And skip another note and add to that one. And play the 3 at the same time. So what do I have if I do that? Alright? Cool. That sounds already like a harmony. I will teach you on melody and harmony, all right? Now, I have this. Then, next thing they told my brother to do is to do that same thing with the two other keys that I told you about. So the next key is this key that comes before the three black keys. The three black keys, right? So this key that comes before the three black keys, I will do that same thing with it. And this is what I will have. All right? And the next is this one. Okay? So if I do that with this, and with this, I am able to form three harmonies. These three harmonies can help you to play 1,000 songs, right? Hundreds of songs. And I'm going to show you how to play one song with this, if not two songs. Then by Sunday, you are a keyboardist. All right? You're a pianist. You can play a song already. Okay? But doesn't make you a pianist. You have to learn and learn and learn and get experienced again. Okay? Now, how do I do this? Let me start. So, what did I say you would do? You would play this, and then you would play this one, and then you would play this one. All right? You can always pause and try to rewind it. All right? You have this, and you have this. You can now follow a specific tempo, right? All right, let's try this one now. 1, 1, 4, 4, 5, 5. I'll tell you what that means in other videos to come. So I just do it with this note, right? And with this note also, and also with this note. All right? So let me just try to maybe put a beat. You can, if you have the same keyboard I have a PSR 463. That's what I'm using to teach. If you have it, you can just play a beat on your keyboard, and let's get started with it. All right, let me play this beat. Let me give a tempo. 2, 3, 4. All right, that's very simple. All right, cool. So you can play something that makes sense already. You know, if a bassist covers you up, you are good to go. Okay? That's it. That's it. Simple but nice. All right, let's stop it. Now, let me show you something else that you can add. You realize that I'm only playing with my right hand. I'm not playing with my left hand. If you want to play with your left hand, there's something you can do. All right? Now, what you would just do is, the first notes, the notes you play with your thumb, and don't forget to play with your thumb. Always play with your thumb. The reason is that there are people that when they start playing with their thumb, they realize that it is difficult, or it is stressful, or it is painful, and they give up on playing with their thumb. But I don't advise you to do that. Okay, play with your thumb. That's the easiest way you can play chords, and if you get used to that, it's going to help you. All right, so what notes do I play with my thumb? You realize that this note is equal to this note. All right, so I have C1, C2, C3, C4. Every note that is behind two black keys will be the same all through the keyboard. What do I mean by that? I mean that this note, which is behind these three black keys, is equal to this note, which is behind these three black keys, which is equal to this note, which is equal to this note, which is equal to this note. Well, it's not functioning. All right, and then this note is equal to this note, which is equal to this note, which is equal to this note, which is equal to this. All right, so with that, I know what to do. I can play this with my left hand, and I play this with my thumb, which is the same thing, and I construct that chord. I'll teach you chords. Okay, so you have this. Okay, you can try that. Very simple. Na, 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 na. All right, you do that same thing with 4, or with this note that is behind the three black keys. And then you do that same thing with the next one, which is this one. I build the chord. And we're good to go. Alright, let me do that deeply here. That sounds more mature. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? So that's all. Now let me play with a beat like I have here. Alright, that's simple. The heavens and the earth bow before you, Jesus. You are amazing. Alright? You created the language for the deaf. You are Messiah. So how do you feel to know that you can play a song now? Okay? Alright, so you can practice that again and again and again and again and again. And you're good to go. You are at one step to becoming a good keyboardist. If this video helped you, please, you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any video. And please, why not share with your friends? Alright? It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Stay tuned for the next tutorial. Goodbye.